Okay, I'm back for just a quick video. I just wanted to talk about my experience a little bit with the Insta360, the Ace Pro 2. So I picked this thing up maybe a week before our trip and probably tested it out for like 30 minutes down by the beach, just to kind of get familiar with the settings and the touchscreen and kind of the functionality of it. But really no more than that prior to taking it to Iceland. I haven't had an action camera in a long time, so I know they've come a long way as far as the quality and what they can do. So really I bought this with no expectations. I just wanted to bring another camera option on the trip, and I'll give you some reasons why I really enjoyed this camera. After we arrived in Iceland and stopping at our first location, I was immediately having fun shooting with it. The conditions were not ideal. It was a little rainy out and a little foggy, so I didn't want to bring my big camera out, especially being our first stop. So it was a good first test for this Ace Pro 2. The main reason I got this Ace Pro 2 was to shoot vlog content on our trip, as well as using it for the wide angle lens, just for shooting photos. Also, because it's an action camera, it's waterproof. It made sense in situations where it was raining or there was a lot of mist from waterfalls, and I didn't want to risk my main camera. Just having this in my pocket was great to use in those instances. The wide angle lens was great for capturing entire areas in frame. Like the first crater that we saw, the photos were looking really cool, and so was the video. Settings I kept in the 50 megapixel photo mode so I can get the maximum resolution out of the images. You see how I'm holding it here, and it looks a lot bigger. This is because I'm using the Explorer case that came with the bundle set. It's got a little shutter button on the top right here, this little lever, to make it function more like a traditional camera. So that also made it a lot easier to just go out and point and shoot photos with this thing, or hold it for video. Seeing the photos on the touchscreen on the back was really cool. It was making me really excited to see how these were going to turn out on the full screen when I got them on my computer. Even though the setting for the photos is 50 megapixels, it's still an action camera with a smaller sensor. So I really didn't know what to expect until I actually got in and looked at the images like on a larger screen. I was really impressed with it, and here's a few shots from the camera that I really liked. One thing to be careful of, which I realized after the photos were uploaded to my computer, the wide angle lens picks up a lot in a good way and a bad way. Because of the way I was holding the camera, horizontally or vertically, I might use my second hand to balance it. Oftentimes my fingers would get in the edges of the frame of the photos. This was easy enough to crop the photos down to get rid of them, but some of the shots, it messed up my framing and I had to crop too much, which was unfortunate. So just a word of caution. The video quality is also really good, and the flip up screen on the back, it just has these two little buttons here on the sides. Just flip it up. So you can use this if you're gonna be vlogging and shooting yourself. You can see the screen right there. Or if you have it down, you can just look at the back of the screen while you're shooting. It made it very convenient and quick to just switch back and forth from vlogging and just shooting from behind the camera. Also, just the size of this camera, even with the Explorer kit, it's like a little point and shoot. So like this was super convenient just to carry in my jacket pocket and take out to capture clips at each location. So pretty much the whole trip, I just had this thing tucked in my jacket pocket, and I would just pop it out, take some photos, take some videos, just throw it back in. And again, it was especially useful in the situations where it was raining and the weather was not great. I also got the suction mount to put inside the car. This was just mounted at the windshield so we can get some driving shots, which was really cool. Bought this handheld grip for it, which was convenient at times. This thing could just pop open, have like a little mobile tripod. I use this maybe less than half the time, honestly. It was just more convenient just to use the Explorer grip and just take shots with that. Or even vlog content, it was easier just to hold in my hand and then throw it back in my pocket. All in all, it was a surprisingly fun little camera to have with me. It's just great for capturing different angles, just with all the different mounts available. So yeah, that was it. I just wanted to share some of my experience with this thing on our trip. Nothing too technical. I'm not going to dive into like settings and how to shoot certain things. There's enough videos online about that, but yeah, subscribe and follow along. Stay tuned. I got the full video from our trip still coming up that I'm working on, so hopefully that one will be out soon. And yeah, thanks for watching. Peace.